Gang Squad out of the way, our next priority is Royal Rat Authority. But first we're going to level up. We don't actually need any of these levels right now, but since we're right here in Majula, it's a convenient time to get them. We're going to go to 8 Int and 8 Faith. That will allow us to buy Dark Resins from Felkin. And 15 Strength, which will allow us to two-hand the Old Knight Hammer, which we will need for gargoyles. Okay, with that done, over to the pit. We now have nearly 900 health. It's more than enough to survive the fall, so we don't need to unequip all of our extra weight anymore. We just need the cat ring. So heal once after the first fall. And you should have RTSR when you reach Grave of Saints. If not, you can just set up with the Sanctum Mace, no big deal. Okay, kill these two hollows, because they will get up and attack you if you don't. Run through here to aggro the rats, then fall back to funnel them through the doorway. You can use Alluring Skulls to distract the rats, but it's not really necessary. There are 4 rats here, make sure you get them all. There's the last one. Three rats in this next corridor, we'll snipe them as well. Okay, I'm also going to shoot this hollow, though I don't know if he ever actually attacks you. And now for the invader. Roy is coming up. It's a tricky invasion. We can try and blitz him at the bottom of the ladder. The rapier and stone ring, stun lock him to death. That works. You can also try to poison him as he's climbing down the ladder. That works too. But both methods are a bit tricky. It's pretty easy to mess them up, make a mistake. There's a lot that can go wrong. So instead, I'm going to use one of our extra Pharros lockstones to lower this bridge. Come over here. I'm going to lure Roy up these stairs, out of the way, then I can easily run past him and beat him to the boss. And this makes it much easier to get past. Meantime, let's prep for the boss. Okay, there he is. Roy does have a crossbow. He might take a shot at you, so watch out for it. Okay. And now we're through. There's no way he catches us now. If we were to just sprint up the ladder and try and dart past, he can catch you at the fog gate. It's far too close for comfort. But this way makes it much easier. Okay, and now for the Rat Vanguard, one of the most boring bosses in the game, but at least it's pretty easy. We're going to throw a skull, shoot an arrow, throw another skull, shoot another arrow. We're going to do this 10 times. That was 2. That's 3. You want to keep count because after the 10th one the boss will drop. You want to be ready for it. That's 4. You can go for 2 shots per skull, but there's just no point. It's not worth the risk. So just take it nice and slow. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. Okay, now after the 10th one, we're going to toss a skull into the distance and switch to a rapier to kill the boss. Blitz the boss as soon as he lands, and that's the fight. He always drops in the same spot, so that should work every time. No problem. Now we're going to come over here to join the Rat Covenant. Wrong option. Yes. When you're in the Rat Covenant, nothing in Pharros will attack you, so we can reach the next boss for free. While I'm here, I'm also going to get 20 Dung Pies. These are for the Smelter demons. I only really need 6, and I'd like to have maybe 8 or 10 so I can afford some misses. But they're not too expensive, and you might find other uses for them besides just Smelter, so it doesn't hurt to have extras. And also, I never want to come back here, so I'll just stock up. They're not too expensive, so 20 is good. Okay, I'm gonna drop that ring in storage. Not a big deal, I just don't like to have it in my inventory. Takes up space. Okay, now we go to Pharros. Once again, when you're in the Rat Covenant, nothing here attacks you. We don't even get invaded, so we can just run through. And we'll set up RTSR along the way. Now we're coming up to the Rat Authority, and this boss is terrifying. He's a charging headbutt attack with a gigantic hitbox that lasts pretty long. It's very difficult to iframe through it. Our strategy is going to be to try and stay near his back leg so we can get around the hitbox or behind it, so we don't have to roll through the whole thing. There's also 4 rat dog enemies at the start. We need to snipe them, and we can't really afford to miss, so that alone is cause for concern. It's a tricky fight. We want to get it done as soon as possible. Get it out of the way. So for this boss, we are going to buff up with a fire resin and a bright bug, and terminate with extreme prejudice. Lens ring check. Okay, we're ready. Use the resin and the bright bug. Bow and offhand helps a lot here, so I don't lose the resin on my rapier. Here we go. First shot is free, but after that they'll all come charging at you. So we need to aim quickly and accurately. Here we go. Good news is they do run in a straight line, so it's not too hard. But you can't really afford to miss. Okay, now, the pos wipes are not too dangerous. It's the headbutt that scares us. So we're going to try and stay close to him, stay behind him, or around to the side of him. So if he does do the headbutt, we can get behind him, get around it, so we don't have to go through the entire thing. Because that hitbox is nasty. If we can manage to stay close enough, he won't even do the headbutt. But if he does do the headbutt when we're far away from him, we're in big trouble. Alright, we got it. We didn't even see the headbutt because our positioning was good. Okay, next stop, Dragon Riders.